little look at downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, where we're coming to you today. It's NBA basketball on DH.
Well, guys.
David, fantastic report. Thank you. Greg, you wonder if that conversation has actually made these two tighter, or if it's just kind of a Band-Aid over the existing wound.
You know, I've gotten the sense things weren't.
A lot of expectations, high expectations when you're the #1 overall pick in the draft. You know it well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something that I wanted. You know, Derek Coleman was from Detroit, and 2 years earlier, he was the #1 pick, and I'd always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was Rookie of the Year before myself, and the #1 pick. And so for me, I looked at it as, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight, and I was honored to be pick #1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that allowed me to flourish in that role.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Pocket 4. Here's Galloway. Good on the jump shot. Galloway has got 7 points in the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Pistons leading by 11. Brown with the bounce pass. Lets it go from 14. Toomboya can't get it to go.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Henson sends it back. Ball against Brown. Passes it to Galloway. The pass to Grant. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. Grant's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pistons.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Monk. Rebound by the Pistons. Galloway taking his time here. Pass to Henson. And it's Toomboya in the corner. Goes up at the stripe. And Henson with the bucket on the assist from Toomboya.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ball.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And he makes the first.
Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biombo is checked in for Washington. Miles Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. Martin's checked in for Monk. And Harris subbed in for Ball.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Well, you look back at the title teams for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston. Then, dominate the Bulls of that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. She, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
Toomboya is checked in for Detroit. Maker misses. Hornets trail by 12. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Detroit the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
Yeah, Greg, and when you're not connecting from deep, you got to mix it up. I mean, look to score inside more. They didn't do enough of that.
Here's Galloway. Detroit, no good that time either.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Harris misses. Detroit leading by 12. It's Brown on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Brown's got 8.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of three-point bomb.
Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
1:22 left in the first. Maker kicks to Brown. Back to Maker. To the left wing. No one near him. Galloway with the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Outside, Martin. Banked in off the glass. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies. Passes it to Galloway. Over Harris. Galloway, no good. Hornets trail by 13. Martin the pass to Harris. It's picked off. And now the Pistons fast break. There's Maker. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 3 assists in the game. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
That's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's the Detroit Pistons looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Bismack Biyombo. Devin Harris is out there with Martin. Then it's Bridges. They get it back. Hornets trail by 11. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And for a player like Miles Bridges, the key, Chris, will be for him learning to play without the ball.
Yeah, well, he can finish. I mean, you saw that dunk in the dunk contest last year. But for him, Kevin, I mean, to be at his best, he needs to learn ways to get open and get looks at the rim in a consistent manner.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Daniels, who's checked in for Charlotte. The Hornets have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now here's Plumlee. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Knight. Plays it up and banks it in. Knight's got his second bucket of the night. Hornets trail by 10. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Doubled by Plumlee. Outside, Martin. 5 on the clock. Bridges inside the three-point line. Misses the jumper. Detroit leading by 10. Here's Galloway. Offline with his 3. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Martin dishes to Harris. Inside. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Doumbouya. No good from outside. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Back to Martin. Charlotte moving the ball around. Detroit with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Galloway and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, it's great to see Galloway being aggressive, Kevin. I mean, when he's driving like this, it's a huge bonus.
The pass to Bridges. The dish now to Martin. Plumlee with some nice D.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Here's Knight. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Detroit lead.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwyane Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." That's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwyane Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. To the inside. Nifty move, and he comes up with the deuce.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running in the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message.
And here is ball. Overnight. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jay, a lot of scoring from you in the first half. What are you guys doing offensively that's allowed you to be so successful?
You know what? I think I had some good matchups, and I felt very comfortable with it early on. My teammates have been, looking for me, and I'm guessing the defense will throw me some different looks coming up. But, I'll just adjust.
Well, that's what the game up here is about, making adjustments. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Doumbouya for the tie. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Brandon Knight. Jeremy Grant is out there with Doumbouya. Then there's Brown, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. That free throw missing.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Knight on the wing. He's covered by Ball. A shot by Knight, no good. Ball against Knight. Back to Ball. Charlotte moving it around. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he's able to get it back. Count it. And he has 28 points for the game.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Pistons trail by 6. Knight passes to Plumlee. Here's Doumbouya. Detroit, no good that time either.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
It's good. Ball's got the lead up to 8 now for Charlotte.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Ball against Knight. Back to Grant. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 6 assists here tonight.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Knight against Ball. Pass to Grant. Over Hayward. No good from Grant.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
It's a brand new era in Detroit, Kevin. Dwyane Casey has been given the reins, and there's a lot to like about the future. In this short time, has Detroit excited.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biyombo is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Harris subbed in for Malik Monk. Then for the Pistons, John Henson comes in for Doumbouya. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Bruce Brown. Now Bridges still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Biyombo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hornets lead by 10.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Bridges against Grant. Kicks it to Galloway. Off target from outside. And Chris news for the Pistons, as we know. It's been a while without sustained success.
Yeah, Kevin, they are hoping that last year was a foundation-type season. I mean, they had good results for them as they built this roster. This team is forming an identity and rebuilding the right way.
Pass tonight. Down low. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Plumlee.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
And Henson sends it back, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up, and Detroit gets called for the foul. First one falls for him. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league, and it's a copycat game. And so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree. Stolen away. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And Ball slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah. Bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Pass to Henson. Hornets with the rebound. Biombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot, plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And it's good, 2 points. He's got 32.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He committed just 1 turnover in the first half, and now it seems like they just keep on coming. You got to get a handle on that ball.
Daniels, he's checked in for Charlotte. Malik Monk comes in for Devin Harris. 1:11 left in the 3rd quarter. Plumlee's checked in for Langston Galloway. Plumlee finds Henson. Grant surveying the D. Knight against Ball. Lets it go from 14. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Brandon Knight. They've got Monk. Washington out there with Hayward. Then it's Ball. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And the layup is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Hayward against Grant. He kicks to Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Hornets with the rebound. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And a missed layup. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Ball, no good. Pistons trail by 10. Grant in the post. No one near Henson as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him. He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
So it's Detroit now. Grant with the ball. The pass to Knight. Back to Grant. That one's not going to go. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Here's Monk. And Maker sends it back.
Proving he could be an active defender. Great hustle from Maker to stifle the shooter.
Pass to Henson. Beyond the arc. No good that time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Henson sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last. Doomboy is checked in for the Pistons. Brown comes in for Maker. Charlotte calls timeout. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk and Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peja Stojakovic, two of the best shooters I've played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. Grant against Hayward. Grant, right side. They need this one. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Plumlee with some nice D. Pistons trailed by 14. Up top, Knight. He's covered by Ball. Knight kicks to Plumlee. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Misses in close.
And even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's a better option. His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Plumlee with the steal.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Hornets.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Brown. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Monk. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Going to the line, number 21. Shooting.
And the first one at the line is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Howard kicks to Brown. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Now here is Martin. So no problem for Charlotte as they even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special postgame guest.
Hey, Kenny here, man. Great game. Nothing anyone could do to slow you down. When did you first start to feel that this was going to be your night?
About halfway through warm-ups, man. There was a little tingle in the air, a little sizzle. No, Jet, man. Honestly, man, I know you had these nights, man. I watched basketball classics. Your game was legit. And that's why the fans love you then, and that's why they love me now.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon. Spirits are high in the home team locker room as the winning streak hits 4. 4 more.